Good evening, Texas bikers and bikers all across the nation. This is Texas Biker Radio. My name is Mel Popeye Moss, and it's Sunday night here in Texas. We just had a thunderstorm pass through, and man, it was a good one. High winds. I'm sure there's a lot of trees down and damage everywhere, but wow. One reason I wanted to come on tonight, and I'm not drinking and thinking, I'm actually working out here in the studio, and I'm working on the next letter that I'm fixing to send to the IG of the DPS about their gang database. But that's another story that we'll get to here in a minute. At first, I want to talk about the nine morons, that showed up in Sturgis, and whether they were Antifa or not, I don't know. But let me tell you this: even if they were Antifa or not Antifa, they were there for a photo op. That's what they're all about, a photo op. They want you to attack them. They want you to pay attention to them. They want you to yell at them. They are there for a photo op. So, and they got it. They got it. Probably the best thing that could have happened is everybody just ignore them and go on about their business, drink their beer or whatever they're doing, and just ignore them. Of course, the police were there to protect them. But I will say this: all bets are off. All bets are off when you go to kick at a biker, when you try to kick his ride. And, all bets are off then. But I do understand that the local RV parks there, where those people tried to camp out, did get their phone number. That would probably be pretty interesting to know is where those little punks live. Just saying, everybody. Just saying. Understand that they are about the photo ops, and make no doubt that they do receive funding and they do receive marching orders. Now, like I said, whether this group was part of any of that, who knows? Who knows? To me, it looked like just nine morons that knew they were going to make the news. But you know what? They didn't really make the news. I didn't see it anywhere in the national news. All I ever saw it on was the YouTube, the biker news. That's all I saw. Not really any national news to it. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We need to see less and less of that kind of bullshit going on. So my advice to everybody is ignore them to the point you can. Now, if they're trying to harm you or your property, that's another story, buddy. That's another story. Or if they're bringing weapons to the game. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And so, I do want to touch on, prosecutors. Prosecutors are Democrat, progressive prosecutors that we see that releasing these Antifa types, the BLM types, the Marxist types, whatever name you want to throw on them, that go and destroy cities, destroy property, and all this other stuff. They're being put right back out on the street. They're not being prosecuted. And let me tell you, George Soros is one of the main contributors. And they've been working at this for quite a while now, for a few years. They've been working at it where they are working at lower level elections to get these prosecutors into office, these progressive prosecutors. And that's who's doing all this damage, in my view. It's working. Understand it. George Soros funds almost 200 progressive entities, foundations that, all these type places, and understand that the BLM and Antifa and them do get money from him through back channels. They do. They do. But you can go find that on the internet, how many places he funds. It's almost 200. The real number is probably not known. He has billions to throw around. And, at one time, people have claimed that he said if he brings down America, that would be his crowning achievement. And he's 90 years old. He's 90 years old. Understand what's going on. The FBI is a piece of crap when these people aren't being arrested, jailed, and tried for treason. And that's what I understand. I do believe that George Soros is a treasonist. He's trying to overthrow this government through revolution. It wasn't that long ago in an interview in Rome. He said, when the people are disoriented and scared, when people are disoriented and scared, the time is right. The time is right for revolution. And all these people out there that are causing all this chaos, they see themselves as revolutionaries. They're not really revolutionaries. They're treasonous. They're arsonists. And they should be locked up and thrown into jail, in my opinion. Whether you agree with me or not, I don't know. But that's my view. That's my view. And understand these people in Sturgis were clowns. Purple hair, really? Rainbow flags, yeah. Signs that said, fuck you, fuck the rally, fuck everybody. I mean, what a message. What a message. Wow. These prosecutors that are owned, understand, they will come after you. While releasing these other people, they will come after the rest of us. Anybody that's seen as a conservative or as a threat to them. And as you saw all the bikers and everybody that were yelling back at them and carrying on with them, instead of ignoring them, they would be seen as a threat. They would be seen that they need to be arrested. They need to be seen as if they need to be put into some type of retraining camp or something. I don't know. But understand, we've got work to do to battle back against the types like George Soros, the teachers' unions, Joe Biden and Kamala. That's what I call her, Kamala. We've got to fight back. We've got to push back. We've got to stand up. And you know what I'm seeing? You know what I'm really seeing? I'm not seeing a lot of Democratic yard signs. Not many at all. But you know what I am beginning to see? Trump signs. I am. I'm starting to see them everywhere. Starting to see that's the truth of it. Nobody's excited about Joe Biden. Nobody's excited about Kamala Harris. Nobody. Except for those 9 morons in Sturgis. They're probably happy. Probably have chills going up and down their legs. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm writing to tonight I'm writing to the IG of the DPS. Department of Public Safety. That's who controls the gang databases here in Texas. And you know what? I think I may work on a campaign where we need to defund the gang database here in Texas. Yeah, that's right. The governor says he wants these centers, these fusion centers, all over Texas. Yeah, north, south, east, west. Multiple fusion centers when only one is needed. I mean, we're in the age. We're in the age of supercomputers. Why would we need 6 different places across the state when one would suffice? Just why? It makes no sense. Maybe we could spend that money helping out one of these communities that really need it, like Sand Branch, Texas. Poor black community has been hauling water into their neighborhood for 30 years. That community needs to be rebuilt from the damage that was done to it by Dallas County. Oh, and a black man named John Wiley Price, who's been trying to run everybody out of Sand Branch, Texas. Just saying, everybody, just saying. Black people do the worst damage to black people. And that's the truth of it. That's the truth of it. But we'll be working toward this gang database thing. Oh, yeah. And with the rain tonight comes cooler temperatures, which it will enable us to get out more. It's been hotter than hell here. It's been hot. And tonight, if you were out riding and you got any sun and you got caught out in that rain, let me tell you, you get the chills pretty good. Pretty good. It actually gets cold. Just saying, everybody. Just saying. And let me say hi to some people on the chat line. It's amazing whenever we come online like this, just an impromptu deal. Rich Kendall, Ghost Eagle, how are you doing? Yeah. You guys, I hope you're well and happy. Yeah. They're having a heck of a conversation there back and forth. But understand, everybody, what this is about. Understand that this is about photo ops with these BLM types, the Antifa types, the not fucking around coalition. That's their name that they throw out there, not me. So don't jump on to me, YouTube. Don't jump on to me. That's the type names these morons choose. But, I mean, come on. Come on. Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time will be Texas Biker Radio number 412. 412. Going to be coming to you right here from the Green Dragon Studio. The Green Dragon Studio in Arlington, Texas. And to the guy that asked me about a constitution on the wall, hey, we're working on it. We're working on it. We'll throw it up there with our other stuff. Actually, I had one, but it's too big. It's too big. The one in my office, too big. So we don't want it to interrupt all the other stuff that's going on back there and the stuff we add from time to time. Who knows? Maybe we'll make a contest out of it. When maybe you spot something new back there, we'll give you a little prize. Just something to make it interesting. Yeah. See, what else is out there? What else is out there? Let me say this about Joe Biden and the mask wearing for the next 3 months. Outside, mind you, outside. Since it's been over 104 degrees the last week here in Arlington, Texas, and here around the Metroplex and around Texas in general. Since the temperatures are being that high, you want us to wear a mask outside when we're by ourselves? Let me be the first to tell you, and I did it on Facebook the other night. Go to hell, Joe Biden. Go to hell. I'm not going to wear a mask outside. Matter of fact is, I don't wear them at all unless I'm going into a business to buy something or to get something to eat. At least when you sit down at a table, you can take the damn thing off. But let me say this week, our family's been hit hard, and our friends. We have people that have just died out of the blue, not from coronavirus, but from other illnesses. And a couple of them from illnesses they didn't know they had. One of them, 30 years old. 30 years old. And the young man was a major poker tournament dealer in Vegas. Yeah, it's incredible. We have another young friend of ours. We've known her since she was a little kid. She's now in a hospital over in McKinney with a heart condition, and she's by herself. By herself. Her name is Samantha Bennett. And that's a sad thing. That's a sad thing that we have going on. Plus all this other crap on top of it. People may be ignoring conditions they have and their health because they're afraid of this damn coronavirus. Let me say this much. I've been anywhere and everywhere. Like I said, I wear I wear a mask when I have to, when doing business somewhere. But that's about it. If I'm riding my bike, I'm not wearing no freaking mask unless I have it on for allergies. And I do have that. I'm not wearing a mask when I go for my walk 3 or 4 times a week. I'm not wearing a mask for that shit outside by myself or even with my brothers in our MC. We had church here a couple weeks ago in a meeting room, and we didn't, none of us wore a mask. None of us. And a lot of what we see going on is just plain bullshit. And it's the chaos. Remember what I said, what George Soros said. When the people are disoriented and scared, they will do things that will harm themselves, their communities, and the world. That's the reason there's so much chaos. They're trying to create so much chaos, whether it be mail-in ballots, whether it be the looting and rioting in the streets, whether it be the lying media saying one lie after the other, whether it be about COVID, about the China virus, that's what it is, whether it be about the China virus, about President Trump, about whatever else. And let me tell you, they say that Joe Biden is now the golden child. Oh, Joe. A gaffe a minute Joe. Hey, that's just Joe. That's what they're trying to say to you. Not that he's a hollow shell. Just old Joe. It's expected that he's going to make gaffes. They're making excuses for him. And they're giving cover to Kamala Harris as if she's some kind of middle of the roader. She is a progressive Marxist, is what she is. Period. But let's remember the children that are being killed in these cities across the nation by these real gangs, not motorcycle clubs. Understand, everybody, the law needs to understand who the real enemy is out there. And it's not MCs, it's not bikers. You see, none of this crap carried on by motorcycle clubs. None of it. None of it. So, everybody, it's time for us to spread the word. It's time for us to get active. And that's what we're asking you to do, is get active. Join us Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Texas Biker Radio number 412. Have a great evening. Have a great week. Be safe. Ride safe. Bye-bye.